Well, welcome back to the Podcrastinators. As always, this is Connor, and I'm joined by my good friend Cameron, my co-host, and returning once again to talk about another movie involving Freddy is the one and only Jack.
Oh, howdy, yes. A beautiful boy Freddy is.
Yep, that he is.
Yeah, we watched Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, I probably
for this
should have
episode.
announced that.
No, you're good.
Yeah, we watched Freddy versus Jason. This is one that I picked. Have you guys ever watched that movie before?
I've not. That was a first for me.
Yeah, that was the first time I've seen it as well.
I love that movie.
It's very beautiful.
I watched that movie a couple times. Yeah.
I like because Freddy definitely gives you like the one-liners, or like when he says like bitch, like, and then just slap somebody around, and then Jason he'll stand, look at somebody, and then just smack the ever living shit out
just
of them.
ragdoll them around. It's an interesting movie. It's more fun. You have to. It's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Freddy definitely had the best dialogue, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He had the best one-liners, but he had the worst kills, I will say that. They did not go creative with the dream stuff for Freddy Krueger.
They did show clips of Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
At the beginning, the podcast
yes.
that we did with Jack earlier on in this season. This is also our last episode of the
Yeah.
horror season.
Yeah.
So
This is the finale.
last spooky.
Yeah, this is the last spooky. I should
Yeah.
have brought like a little popper of confetti.
And you have to listen to the end of the episode if you want to know what the next season is going to be.
It's gonna be a good one, I promise.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I'm excited.
So
Yeah.
tell me, what did you guys think?
I mean, my favorite as far as kills go, because we were just kind of mentioning that. I did enjoy when Freddy pinned Jason down with the not crowbars but rebarb.
Just like the metal
Yeah,
pipes.
Yeah, the metal pipes.
The rebar.
Yeah, and then
Rebar,
fucking
yeah.
hits him with the fucking like wrecking ball type thing.
Mhm.
I did enjoy that. That was fun.
The payoff of the movie is the last 30 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The rest of the movie is pretty kind of hard to get through.
Once they actually started fighting, I was like, oh, okay. Like,
You're like, oh, this is actually kind of a fun movie.
Yeah.
But like the build up to it, you're just like, ooh, this is not good dialogue.
I mean, it was the entire buildup was just like trying to justify the two of them being mad at each other and fighting, and then you're like, well, now that we're here, I might as well enjoy it.
I thought that the best kill was right at the beginning with the bed like snapping in
Yep,
half.
yep.
Yeah.
When he like folded him in the
Yeah.
And
bed.
it wasn't even a like pull-out couch. It was like a king-size regular bed. And he
Snapped
just
the
said-
bed frame.
Is that
He
have
tacoed
you
him.
seen a lot of other Friday the 13th movies?
I've only seen the first one. That's what I wanted to ask you.
I've only seen the first one too.
Damn
and
it.
the first one's not scary. I mean, it's not Jason how he's remembered, right? I don't even think he's like really in it.
No, it's his mom. Is
Yeah,
the killer.
you're right.
Spoilers.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
But I was hoping one of us would be a Friday the 13th expert, because I wanted to know why is Jason invincible? Like, is it
That's just
his
how
thing?
he is.
I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of seemed like with both of them, their biggest weakness was just whatever it was that had initially killed them. Like with fucking Freddy being afraid of fire and Jason being afraid of water and that type of shit.
I was gonna say, because I really enjoy when Jason just hits somebody with his machete and their body just ragdolls 30 feet away.
Yes.
And I'm like, I hope that's what the other Friday the 13th movies are like.
I think my favorite kill of Jason's is by far when the black girl's talking to Freddy and she's like trying to humiliate him,
Yeah.
and then Jason just walks up behind
And then just goes,
fuck-
Just
Yeah.
launches her into the tree.
Yeah, that ending part is very good. Would you say? I think it's a fun watch if you're looking for something very dumb.
Yeah, and also if you are fans of both of these series, right? Like, you're gonna find some enjoyment.
Big time.
It's not a movie that's trying to be anything special. Like, it's knows what it is.
It knows exactly
and
what it is.
fucking it
Yeah.
hits all those markers, you know.
Mhm.
Like they got some nice titties in there, you know.
They do have
They
like-
got some.
I
They got
think in
some
like
nice,
the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
there's
you're
titties.
just like whoa! I didn't even realize you had those nice titties. And you just bam.
Also, wasn't it funny? Like, some of the character work was pretty funny. Like, the one boyfriend, the one that gets folded up in the bed.
Yeah.
It's just immediately like, I'm not going to tell you to come over here again, bitch.
They had to make the characters like super unlikable. Yeah, we're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that both of those things are tropes of the Friday the 13th franchise. So like they had to include it, you know?
Also, the one character that we commented while we were watching, the Discount J.
Yeah, the Discount
Jay and
Jason
Silent
Mewes.
Bob. Yeah.
That would have been a good cameo.
That would have been a good cameo.
Because this came out 2004, right?
Sometime
I feel like
around there. Yeah,
it would have been a relevant cameo to have at that time.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I'm very happy that they have the same actor for Freddy.
Yes, but this was his last appearance, right? He hasn't been
believe
Freddy
so.
Krueger since.
Yeah, because the reboot didn't have him in it.
No, it did not.
Yeah,
it had the guy that was Rorschach from the Watchmen movie was Freddy Krueger.
Really? I did not know that.
Mhm.
That movie was not very good.
I was thinking we should add that to the superhero season.
Oh, really? I'd be down about that.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we do that.
Yeah.
That's not the next season.
That's not the next season, by the way. So this is the first time we get to see Freddy Krueger before he's Freddy Krueger, right? Like at the very beginning.
Yeah, when
It
he's
is.
murdering the little children before they throw the fire inside.
That was interesting, except that there was the narration explaining everything to you.
There was a lot happening in the first 45 minutes where it's like, this is what Jason is. This is what Freddy is. Exposition, 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 kill, exposition.
No, that's the entire movie is just exposition, kill,
Yeah.
exposition dump, kill,
Yeah.
exposition dump. Because, oh my god, the fucking humans came up with they just understood what was going on so easily. They just figured it out immediately.
That was after being very dumb and making a lot of not very good decisions. Like, how do you go from being very dumb, having all this information scattered all around, and then somehow pulling it all together?
They pull it all together perfectly. They're like, Freddy is using Jason to bring his memory back to get people to wake it or to
remember him.
him, and then
going the entire
and
way
then also
with it.
figuring out that we can bring him in. It's common trope to me was just how everything could have been solved very easily through very low level communication skills between people, even the older generation and the younger generation
immediately connect and figure it out.
Yeah.
But then even without that communication, they still figured out everything they needed to figure out, exactly when they needed to figure it out.
There's a lot of dumb characters that they show, the subplot with the new cop where it's oh, the police station is keeping it away, and then when he finally joins the main group,
and
he
then
just dies.
Yeah, just immediately.
You're just all right, well, I guess that didn't really lead to anything.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the fucking hippie dude that smokes the joint and has the worm crawl inside of him, and he might have been one of my favorite characters.
He was a good
a
character.
beautiful boy.
I like the fat guy. When they're
when he ran away,
and he's this Everclear's got me. So he said something along the lines of that.
I just like the Everclear line.
Yeah. Everclear's nasty.
And then when his friend's head gets turned around, he's like, "Oh shit," or whatever.
Yeah, it's an alright movie. It's definitely dumb. I enjoy it quite immensely. But
did you notice that the Hypnosil drug, that was the same drug that
From
she was taking in Dream Warriors?
Yep.
And I did like that they were they explained that there were those kids that were all in the coma from taking too much, and it was okay, we get to see what the dangers of taking this too much is. I thought that was cool. I thought the kids
also
that were in the coma, that was the creepiest part.
Yeah,
of
with the fucking gauze over their eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was scary.
Especially because the dude was supposed to be high as a kite then, and he was just really rolling with it. Those are things you see when you're high all the time. I would be like, what the fuck is this?
When he first smokes and when they go there and then Freddy caterpillar comes out and smokes the hookah like the blue caterpillar
And
from
it's the
Alice in
worst
Wonderland.
CGI ever.
Yeah. There's a lot of definitely some age CGI in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it doesn't. I don't know. It's definitely an early 2000s movie.
It's definitely an early 2000s
Yeah.
horror movie for sure.
Did you enjoy the metal music that they played when they were fighting Cameron?
Yeah, I did. That was a great touch.
Mary fuck kill Freddy, Scooby, or Shaggy.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, at the beginning of the movie, they asked Mary fuck kill for it. Was the Stooges?
It was the Stooges first. I don't know the Stooges.
Wait, it was Freddy, Shaggy, Scooby?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh God.
Oh God. I think I'd kill Shaggy. I'd marry Freddy.
Oh God.
Oh wait, no. I'd fuck Freddy. I'd marry Scooby. Sorry, I don't want to fuck the dog. I had that in my mind, but it came out the wrong way. No. There is a correct answer.
There is a correct answer to this.
Oh no! Don't fuck Scooby.
I think I'm
Please
killing
don't fuck
Scooby-Doo. And then I'm marrying Shaggy because he knows how to make a meal.
Oh.
And then fucking I'll tap that Freddy piece of meat for a little side piece.
That's an acceptable answer.
You know,
Those are the only two acceptable answers.
you don't want to try for a third?
Nope.
No. What else?
I feel like you could marry Scooby-Doo. You just
You
can't
can marry-
marry Scooby.
no,
You can
that's-
also kill Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he did, though.
Yeah, I did kill Scooby. I'm gonna kill that dog. It felt very much so to me, I guess, more in this one than the last Freddy movies. That Freddy seemed like a wannabe trickster god.
Yeah.
You know, like it was spooky and all, but it was very much so like all of his things that he does, he was trying to be a tricksy kind
He's
of
just
guy.
a funny guy out there.
He's just a funny guy. That's fair.
Yeah, there's not too much depth to the characters at
No.
all. It's definitely the movie is called Freddy versus Jason. If you watched it to watch Freddy fight Jason, then you'll get that.
Yeah,
I think
that's a solid.
Because I've heard. Did you
minute.
ever watch Alien versus Predator?
Uh-huh.
They don't really fight in it, do they?
I
From what I
honestly
understand,
haven't
couldn't-
seen it in a long ass time.
Yeah.
And I watched it like it was on AMC, so I watched like an edited version of it.
Uh-huh.
That'll be on a future season as
Yeah.
well.
I feel like for the total clickbaity concept, you know, like two IPs merging together in one movie. I don't know. They got me.
Mm-hmm.
If it came out now, I'd spend money to go see it.
Yeah, I think they should make
Probably.
a horror icon cinematic universe. I guess Universal tried that already and failed with the
With
Dark
what?
Universe.
The Dark Universe.
That Tom Cruise mummy movie?
Yeah, they did fuck that up.
That was supposed to be like a Frankenstein, Dracula, mummy, like classic
oh,
classic
yeah,
horror
that was the
movie,
one that was supposed to
cinematic
start it
universe.
all
Did they
off.
do any other movie?
No,
but the
that
movie
was
was
it.
really well received, and I like the Mummy.
No, the one with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise mummy.
Oh,
yeah,
the new one.
They tried to
Not the
restart.
Brendan
yeah,
Fraser.
Oh,
Yeah, they were
the
trying
Brendan
to.
Fraser one's pretty
The
enjoyable.
Brendan
Yeah,
Fraser
yeah,
one's
the
good.
Brendan
No, it
Fraser
was the Tom Cruise one. They were trying to
I
start a
forgot
whole
about
fucking
that movie.
new cinematic universe, and
Yeah.
it did not go over
And-
well.
Russell Crowe plays like the Nick Fury character that brings them all together, and it's Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, what?
I
I had no idea that was even like part of. I thought it was just a reboot of the Mummy.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to start the cinematic universe, and then it just immediately
it was so
failed.
bad that nobody. They were just like, "We're good. We're gonna not follow up."
Yeah.
I would like to see like just a tournament style of all the
Wow.
big bads.
I did think in this movie when Freddy was like doing all the martial arts,
Dude, that
on
was
Freddy
badass as
Krueger,
fuck.
I was watching it and I'm like, yeah, I can see why Ed Boon wanted to add Freddy Krueger
Yeah.
into Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, you were saying it'd be fun to play as them. You can play as more Freddy and Jason. It's Freddy is in 9,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jason is in 10,
And,
and
then
the Xenomorph is in 10.
I would
And
also just like
Predator's in
Freddy
10,
Krueger's
right?
No,
arm
Predator's
as a
not in
sword.
10. I think Predator's in 9.
Mm-mm. Oh, Freddy Krueger's the only one in 9.
Really? Maybe he is in 10 then.
Yeah.
They always get a lot of good characters. I like how they went with like the 80s action stuff with 11.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Rambo was so fun to play as.
Rambo was very fun. We like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we're Cameron and I are big Mortal Kombat fans. We will redo the Mortal Kombat episodes in the future. When we first started this project, we did one where we watched all of them.
Mm-hmm. We had a Mortal Kombat special.
That'll come back.
Yeah, that will come back.
Those episodes are lost to time, kind of like that Mummy movie that I was like that hit a piece of my brain that has not been like touched in forever. I remember very briefly the trailer, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. When did that come out? What movies were?
No idea.
Yeah, that's about my pay grade.
Yeah.
I just sit on couches and procrastinate watching movies, man.
Yep.
I don't know about all this knowing dates and stuff.
With that, do you guys have anything else you want to say about the movie?
Let me double check my notes I got going here.
I thought the telekinesis pinball was pretty dumb.
Yeah, it was very early 2000s.
Really
and it even
stupid.
had like the pinball noises too.
Yeah. And I thought the best shot in the movie was the pill falling down the drain. That was the most interesting shot for sure.
Oh, the one with the guy
with the singular one that when he was dreaming before his back gets set on fire.
Mm-hmm. And then you get to like see it fall down the sink from within the sink's perspective.
Yeah. There's a lot of scenes. There's a lot of scenes where it just cuts, where like characters will just be somewhere else. So like, it's not.
And they're moving with agency when they have absolutely no reason
like,
to
run, and they have like no idea. They have absolutely no reason to like believe that they're
like they might want to move quick because they just saw a murder, but they're not any reason to be sprinted. You know.
It's like everybody in the cast knew what was going on, even though they shouldn't have.
At all times. They knew all the information. They just didn't act on it until it was like, oh, now we can act on it because it's the last 30 minutes.
There were some parts, too, where they were like going for a scary effect and they just like slow down the frame rate. Yeah. I was also not a fan of those parts either.
I feel like that's a thing of like that era.
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
I don't like it either. It just looks bad.
Yeah.
Like when they did the scratch on Jason's fucking hockey mask from Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, there's no blood there, even though he's just getting the mark on the mask.
Yeah. It's a movie.
Okay. Oh, wait, I had one more thing to say. Oh, shoot, I can't remember. No.
I enjoyed the fucking cannon or I guess torpedo attack Freddy did.
Yeah, with those like tanks.
Yeah, that was good. Jason's just walking through them. I don't care.
Shrugging them off.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to think that like those like slasher films like that just like they can't really, I mean, not to say that they can't be made, but it's just not a thing anymore.
Yeah, they
like,
really died.
You can't have all of the established slasher characters, you can't really remake them good now because they have such a legacy. It's like you can't,
and it's very hard to create a new slasher type character because of that legacy. Whole like, as much as like, I don't maybe even know about the Friday the 13th franchise. Like, I still know who the fuck Jason is.
Right. It's also what hasn't been done.
Exactly.
I mean, there's the ones like, but during that time there was a million like
all the character tropes have been pretty fleshed out.
You and I watched all of Leprechaun.
That's what I started thinking of Freddy as a wannabe trickster, because I was just like, it seemed like he was a wannabe leprechaun, just could only act in dreams and wasn't able to hit the real world because he had no gold.
Yeah. You need your gold if you're a leprechaun.
Exactly, man. Everybody's always trying to fucking steal it.
Yeah. The Leprechaun series, Cameron, is a story of tragedy.
It's a story of tragedy, a story of what's it called when you try to kill all of a species?
Genocide.
Genocide. Yeah, the story of
Oh,
genocide.
God.
Fucking, it's a story of
It's
fucking
people. There's these leprechauns.
humanity's greed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just leprechauns hanging about, and then we steal their gold, and they're pissed. We took their gold.
Yeah, and they're just
Come on.
trying to
We
get their
literally
gold
stole
back.
their gold. Of
and-
course, they're gonna come after
And
us.
be like, hey, give me back my gold. And instead of giving back the leprechaun's gold, do you know what humans do?
They
Murder
kill 'em.
the leprechauns
Yeah.
almost every time.
Wow.
There's
That
only
sounds
fucking
like we deserve it.
no spoilers, but there's only fucking one instance that I can think of
Yeah.
where the leprechaun makes peace with humanity, and it's because the humans put respect on the name.
Yeah. It's that's the
In the Hood too.
Yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood too. That's when
Yeah.
he becomes a rapper at the
Yeah.
end.
I think Ice
Is there
Cube
an
helped
In the Hood
rap that
one?
one.
Yeah.
Yes, there's.
Oh
In the
my
Hood one.
God.
That's after he goes to space.
How many Leprechaun movies are there?
8.
8. But
There's
the
7
eighth-
good ones. The
yeah.
8th one is like the 8th one's like a timepiece. It was like the origin of the leprechauns. They go to
the eighth
Ireland.
one was-
It doesn't have Peter Dinklage
It's not Peter Dinklage.
or not Peter Dinklage
That's
or whatever it is. What is it?
It's just another. It's another.
Another small
wee
person.
actor.
Another wee actor. I mean, I always put respect on
Yeah.
Peter's lips.
Same. But
Yeah,
different, you know,
exactly.
same, but different. Oh God.
He's got a lot of face makeup on. I don't know.
Yeah, great movies.
It's
We should,
beautiful
I'm
movie.
gonna add that to our list of long running things.
I
Speaking of
request
which-
to be a part of all of the Leprechaun
you're
ones.
more than
Yeah.
welcome.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, if you guys have any movies that you would like us to watch, please let us know. We have a YouTube channel, so you can comment there. We will
Leave a
be-
5-star review and
Yeah.
leave it in the review. We'll only look at the 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I guess we'll have some social media by the time this comes out too.
Yeah, we'll and I'm sure we'll have some other episodes coming out. I think maybe we'll do both Twitter or Instagram or whatever, but we've had this idea too. At the end of each episode we announce the movie we're doing, but we think it'd be fun to have a segment where if anybody wanted to, they could ask questions about the movie and we could respond to it in a segment. Or
Yes.
just comments about the movie in general to just kind of
Yes.
build a community a bit more, you know, make it more interactive with you guys.
Yes. Please leave some comments and ask us questions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because I know personally, I'm definitely not a person who knows just like directors' names and that kind of shit. And so something I definitely have appreciated having you two as friends and watching movies with is you two pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
And this definitely led me to many good movies where it's like, I would have never even tried to watch this.
Mhm.
But I did because you liked this director and it ended up leading to this, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's
like
kinda-
you guys got a good perspective that I don't know if a lot of people have access to that, you know?
Yeah.
So ask your fucking questions, you dorks.
And that's kind of what I want the purpose of this podcast to be too, is to just introduce everyone else to the stuff that we
Yeah.
think is
Mhm.
cool. So,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah. Because if they like you said, like we only have, so we have the 6 episodes for this season. We've done a couple extra episodes, but like having that long rap sheet somewhere down the line where it's like, oh, I want to watch this movie, and then like here, and then we just talk about it. I think it's a cool idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's our purpose of it. We want to just generate discussion around maybe not so well known movies.
And
That'd be
sometimes some
fun.
well-known
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, exactly. You know, there's no walls or anything. It's just casual, unscripted,
Yep.
content, I guess. Yeah.
So how would you rank the movies that we've watched in this season? Like, can we rank them?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Okay, wait. Can you tell us the movies?
Do
that
a
we
little
watched
read
in
offs.
this?
Yeah. Okay, so we're not gonna count Cloverfield because that one is lost to time.
Yeah, we lost the audio for that one.
So The Hills Have Eyes, and then it was Dream Warriors, and then it was 28 Days Later, and then it was Take Shelter, and then we did The Ritual, and now it's Jason versus Freddy. Freddy versus Jason.
Is it Freddy versus
It's
Jason?
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I would have to say,
Dude, it's hard to pick a bottom one, to be
yeah.
honest.
I think number 1 is Dream Warriors. I think that one's pretty easy for me.
Okay.
Number 2 would probably be The Ritual. Then 28 Days Later. Then Freddy versus Jason. Which ones have I not said? Hills Have Eyes
or Take Shelter.
I'd say Hills Have Eyes, then Take Shelter.
Oh, you're gonna do Take Shelter like that?
Yeah, I thought it was just a bit too long.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I gotta do. Oh, I think The Ritual's number 1 for me. Then 28 Days Later. Ritual number 1, Dream Warriors 2, 28 Days Later 3, Take Shelter 4, Hills Have Eyes 5, and Freddy vs. Jason.
Really? You
last.
liked Hills Have Eyes over Freddy vs. Jason?
Yes.
What? But there was so much, what is it, fan service in Freddy vs. Jason.
There was the one-liners and there was big
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. The whole purpose of that movie.
How
is fan
many
service.
times did we get to see Jason? He fucking sent the black girl flying across the room at least twice. At least twice, bro. And it's just
There were some good moments, I say, but
Yeah.
it was the weakest movie for me. I think
That's fair.
the best way to watch this movie is
With a bunch of people drunk
or just looking up the Freddy vs. Jason fights on YouTube.
That's
I
fair.
feel like
Yeah.
you'll
That's
get the
very
best
fair.
experience out of this movie.
Yeah, you really don't need to watch the first however long.
Mm-mm.
until
if
they
you
start
know
fighting.
anything about Freddy and anything about Jason,
You'll be
then
able to
you can
figure out.
just go
Yeah.
straight to the fights.
Yep, 100%. That was a good question, Cameron. We should do that. We are gonna do that at the end
Yes,
of every season
yes.
now.
All right. What's the next season?
Jackie, you ready for this? Do you know our next
I
season?
do not know what your next season
Our
is.
next season is Nicolas Cage movies.
Fucking beautiful. Oh my god, what a wizard.
Do you know what the first one we're watching is?
The first one on the list isn't this, but can we do Ghost Rider first?
Okay, we can do Ghost
I do
Rider.
I want to do
Ghost
Ghost
Rider.
Rider
I'm
first.
fine with that.
Okay, sweet. Next episode's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, and thank you for listening. Thank you for if you have been listening to all of them. End of the first season, big momentous occasion.
Yeah, this is a
nice.
milestone.
Yeah, big milestone. Many more to come.
Make sure you tune in next Wednesday. Of
You're
course.
fucking gonna see the cage. Beautiful.
The Nicolas Cage.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye-bye.